Welcome to Snap Vegan. We're eating on the cheap. Doesn't have to kill you. And I usually have a fantastic hair day. Sorry for the no lipstick version. But, here we go. So, I went to my orthopedic appointment today. He's checking out my shoulder and my hand. Here's what he found. Cubital tunnel syndrome on the right. That's not carpal tunnel. Cubital tunnel, and it's the ulnar nerve, something like that. I can't pronounce it correctly. Primary osteoarthritis of the first carpometacarpal joint of the right hand. I have arthritis. He showed me the film. I have arthritis right here in my hand, right at the joint, right there. Osteoarthritis of the right AC joint, which is up here, and something called impingement syndrome of the right shoulder. So in your shoulder, you've got your clavicle bone, which is this bone. You've got your shoulder bone, and then you've got your arm. Okay? There's a space between your arm. I don't know how to explain it. Anyway, there's a space between these bones, about like that, which is about an inch, not quite an inch difference, and they're held together with your bursa. It's a muscle, tendon. Instead of having a space this big in between my joints, the two have moved together, one under another, and fused in place. And this bone that's underneath, when I want to go raise my arm or what have you, it's what the problem is in my rotator cuff. So, he gave me a prescription for an anti-inflammatory Moxil, something like that. I haven't filled it. We're going to see how the dark leafy greens go. Keep that inflammation down. He also said to keep up with the physical therapy. It is helping, so that's good. Also, I have appointments. Like, I have to go to physical therapy tomorrow and Friday and Monday and the next Wednesday. Then I go see another guy that specializes in just hips. That's Friday the 28th. Then on Tuesday, August 1st, I have to go get an EMG done on my hand from here to here to make sure it's these three fingers. You know, it's usually these two fingers, but my tingling happens in all three, and I have peripheral neuropathy, so I never know what's that and what's something different. But anyway, this EMG will help. It's like being tased if you've never had one. Can you feel that? And it's like, yeah, I can feel that. Or, yeah, EMGs are really uncomfortable. And then Friday, August the 4th, I have to go see another doctor for my neck and back, which in my neck, there's the narrowing of the joints between C4 and 5 and C5 and 6. And Then on Tuesday is my lung scan. And then on Friday I follow up with the guy I saw today. And then the next Friday I go see my lung doctor. I told him I was sitting. He was asking me about the pain medicine. I'm like, I don't want any narcotics. I don't want any of that. And he said, well, if the pain gets bad, you're going to need something. I'm like, no. So this what he gave me was like an anti-inflammatory. He said it worked like ibuprofen. Ibuprofen 800, except for, that's my dog Austin behind me if you can see. He said it works like ibuprofen 800, but 24 hours. It's time release. Well, that'll be handy when I need it. Right now I'm trying the no pill zone best I can. I don't want to start going there. I told him, I said, look, that treats the symptoms. I am making this appointment with you today to address the cause and correct the cause so I don't have to take any kind of pill. I said, it took me 59 years to figure this out. You know, I'm so sorry I didn't listen all those years before, but, you know, I'm paying attention now. I'm going to be 60 in December. And I don't want any more pills. I need to, if they can make that space in my spine more solid, let's do it. If they can put fillers in my neck or whatever they got to do to square that away, let's do it. They've got the technology now. It's laser surgery. It's precise. It's, you know, to correct these things. Let's correct these things. I need to get moving. I need to be fluid. I need to knock off this weight and get back out and walk more. I mean, I don't want to, you know, for as long as I've got all this weight on me right now, I don't want to even try to jog or anything like that, because that's just the kind of pressure on your bones that I don't need right now, and that could aggravate things. I need slow, fluid, low impact walking. I need to walk or fast walk, and you know, I need to do that. But you know, all of this skeletal stuff, even though my engine inside my engine is running good, you know, the food I'm eating now is much better, much healthier for me, and the insides are running good. But all of the abuse I put my skeleton through over the years, plus our family has a, it's called HLA-B27. We're positive for that, and that either means you're going to have inflammation in your eye at some point, a lot of iritis, or you're going to get the rheumatoid arthritis, fibromyalgia, skeletal bone issues like I have. So I have this version of it. My brother has the eye version of it, and you know, my mother had my version of it, and I don't know about my dad, what he had about the eyes. Excuse me. I know my dad did have cataract surgery done, but I don't think that relates to this HLA-B27 thing. You can look it up. But this ankylosis spondylitis business, that's all HLA-B27. And that just describes an overall condition of arthritis and inflammation in your joints. And additional to that, there's something called HOS, and that is where you know, you have a condition that you get this calcification on you get bone spurs. You just predisposed to bone spurs, and that's a condition from this HLA-B27 thing too. So I've got that. I have a calcified bone island on my left hip, and I've got calcification spurs in my neck and shoulder and back, and so I say, knock me out for 30 minutes, do your little laser business, chip that business off, clean it out of there, let's go, let's get rolling again. Let's just do what the hell we got to do before I trip 60 years old, so I can, like, be healed, be done, get on with this business. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying, right? But now I got a damn laundry list between here and the 11th or 17th of August. And then I'm going to have follow-ups with them and whatever. But whatever it takes to get this thing squared away, I'm doing it. Because I'll be daggone if I am tired of treating symptoms. Let's go straight to the cause and get it over with. Let's just do it and be done with it. If I'm predisposed to this stuff and it comes back later, perhaps, my transition to whole food, plant-based, sugar, oil, and salt-free will be complete, in upcoming months. It's not complete right now. I know that, but this is a journey, and I'm committed to the journey. And every day, it's less and less of something else. I'm not going to give up my coffee. I'll likely never give up putting half and half in my coffee. I don't know if I'll change my mind later down the road or not. But I don't use milk in any other form for any other thing. I only use half and half for my coffee, and enough to make it creamy white, and that's it. So, that's that. I don't like almond milk in my coffee. Cashew milk is tolerable. Soy milk is a definite no. I like my coffee bold, like super dark, with the half and half in it. That's how I like it. That's just how I like it. But so my transition, it's not complete. I still got that going on, and I put anywhere between a teaspoon and 2 teaspoons worth of raw cane sugar in my coffee. And I used to use a refined sugar, so I don't know if it's an improvement or an excuse, or however you want to look at it. I don't know, but that's just the way it is. I know there's a lot of people that, and I adore Chef AG. I love her. But her program's more for people that, with food addictions of one sort or another. And, I was talking to someone recently, and I was talking about how much I love my coffee. Well, that's a food addiction. Well, no. I just like coffee. Everything you like doesn't have to be an addiction. I just like it. I prefer it. I can drink 2 pots and sleep like a rock. For some reason, it doesn't affect me. My body's not hypersensitive to caffeine or anything like that. My blood pressure was 116/73 today at the doctor's office. And I had 2 cups of coffee before I left. I'm still drinking it, and it's 11:15 at night. I just like coffee. And today I've had 4 of these and that much of the 5th one. So I'm drinking. I'm drinking my water too. I haven't eaten. I've had 2 bananas. I've had 2 bananas today. Dang. That's all I've had. I've had 2 bananas today. Anyway, stopped by Fresh Market on the way home and picked up some, what's it called? It's roasted corn, black beans, jalapenos, tomatoes, onion. It's a really nice. And as soon as I saw that, and there's no oil in it, as soon as I saw that, I thought, oh, burritos, or tacos, or tostadas, or wraps, or side dish, or on top of a potato. All the possibilities. So I bought a pound of that. That was $5.99 on sale for a pound of that. But oh my word! And so I did pick that up, and a pineapple coconut loaf. That's a big no-no, I'm sure. But it's pineapple and coconut, so we'll see. My friend was with me, and I bought her she wanted a blueberry one, so I got her a blueberry loaf. And boy, you could see the blueberries were just spilling out of it. Just like the pineapple here and the coconut. It's like a small loaf, bread. It's bread. Pineapple coconut bread. They had zucchini, they had all kinds of fruits and veggie breads and stuff, and I don't know, I had 2 bananas, so maybe I was on a fruit kick, but I thought the pineapple and coconut would be excellent together, so that's what I got. Hadn't tried it yet, but I'm sure it's really good. I'll probably have it for breakfast in the morning with my coffee. So that was my day today. Wow, what a whirlwind. What a whirlwind. And when I got there, my left ankle was swollen to the point it was almost folding over. It was so swollen. So when the doc walked in, my leg was propped up on the bed. He was like, "Whoa, your ankle." I'm like, "Yeah, I know." So that's edema, they say, or gout. And, you know, again, I mentioned before, the tomatoes, it can only be the tomatoes. I love tomatoes. I will have a tomato sandwich. A tomato and lettuce sandwich. I just like tomatoes. But boy, they're wreaking havoc on my swelling and my feet. If you have an experience like that, tell me below. Let me know how you handled it. You know, and I know I'm going to have to do that whole elimination method thing. But man, I got some farro noodles yesterday. I want to try making like my zucchini and tomato sauce, and pour that roasted corn mixture in there with the, God, wouldn't that be good on top of those noodles? So I've gone through this for years. I know what I should be doing, and I'm not doing it because I got to squeak out a few more tomatoes because I just checked my patio container. I got 3 more tomatoes on the vine and 3 more following that are green. Gotta eat them. The ones I grew are a little bit, I don't know, they're about this big. They're not big at all. And oh, they taste so flavorful. And all I did was, I got the Miracle Grow potting soil, and I feed it like every 2 weeks with the Shake On Miracle Grow. It's supposed to be time release, but I shake that on about I haven't used any sprays or anything. And the vines are good. The bugs are leaving them alone. I don't know what's up, but they look good. And they're called the 4th of July tomatoes. So maybe you can look that up and see the kind. 4th of July is what they're called. And I got it. It was already a staked plant about this tall when I got it. And I put it in a bigger container for my patio. And it's just taken off, man. Good soil. Keep feeding it. And like I said, no sprays or nothing. So I gotta have to eat those tomatoes. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I hope everybody had a good weekend. I hope you're going to have a really good week ahead. I've got all these appointments to go to. You know, so what I'm making in the kitchen, you know, it's like super fast, and, you know, for me to like set a camera up and get everything done, you know, it's just, you know, time to go again, and so I haven't done any more cooking things. I do have one video I haven't uploaded yet. I might upload that one before I do this one, so you'll know I'm talking about the one before. And that was, but anyway, I made sweet potatoes. You know, I had a ton of sweet potatoes. I mean, 5 bags of white sweet potatoes. So I baked 2 bags, and I steamed 2 bags, and then I've got 1 bag. I had 5 bags, 1 on reserve. And what I did is I put those in my Instant Pot and I steamed them for 10 minutes. That's 2 bags. I mean, the Instant Pot was, I put like 2 cups of water under the steamer thing, and then I just laid the potatoes on top of that and piled them up around and stuff. And for 10 minutes. Boy, that was perfect. And then when they came out, I reserved that liquid at the bottom that it steamed in, and I poured peeled the potatoes, and they just squished right off. I mean, you know, you just cut a slit in it, and it just peels right out. And I just use a big spoon, you know, after I cut it, and I just get a big spoon like you would an avocado, and then just scoop it right out, put it in a container. I used a little rectangle Pyrex baking dish to put it in because I had a glass cover for it. And then I used just a little bit of that juice that I steamed it in, poured it in there, mixed it all around. Great natural mashed potatoes, no nut milk, no nothing, no seasoning, nothing. And they were delicious, delicious like that. So I've got some on reserve, and I put some in a quart bag and stuck it in the freezer for later, for another time. And then the ones that I baked, I put in a gallon Ziploc bag and put them in the refrigerator. So I just take one out at a time, have it with breakfast. And I tell you what, sweet potatoes and broccoli are my energy. Sweet potatoes, broccoli, and kale. They are my 3 anti-inflammatory energy boosts for the day. Man, I tell you, I don't know what's in the broccoli or kale that makes that happen to me, but those two dark greens are gold to me, and I'm grateful for the discovery.